In this video, we introduce you to the 9-step SMS roadmap journey of starting out. We will help support your starting out journey by moving through the roadmap steps from 1 to 9 and highlight some suggested SMS processes and guidance resources. Regardless of the size of your business, having a safety management system, SMS, can be one of the most effective ways to meet your safety obligations under the Chain of Responsibility and Heavy Vehicle National Law. Step 1. Introduction to SMS. The starting out journey is intended for those who are either new to or unfamiliar with implementing an SMS. The journey contains guidance for the development and implementation of key safety system elements. The SMS fact sheet provides an overview of an SMS and how it can help manage the safety risks in your business. The Safety Management System checklist will help you determine what SMS elements you may yet require or partially have in place. Step 2. Risk assessment, treatment and monitoring. An effective SMS can help you identify risks and consider their impacts on your business. It will also help you confirm what risk controls are in place, if further treatments are required, and monitor that all is working as designed. Risk management tools such as risk assessments and risk registers are used in all types of businesses around the world. Their development, implementation and regular review is needed for an effective SMS. When starting out, good risk management doesn't need to be difficult. Sometimes it's just a matter of better understanding and documenting the safety risks you know about and the controls that are in place to help manage them, even if those controls are not yet formalised. Completing and updating a risk register enables you to stay up to date with the risks in your business and to identify whether enough is being done to manage them. The NHVR's Risk Register Quick Guide describes how you can identify and assess safety risks, how the risks are being controlled, and what additional controls might be needed and how to ensure they are working. The Risk Register template that identifies common heavy vehicle safety hazards such as fatigue, speed, mass, dimension, loading or vehicle standards. The template can be adjusted to document whatever safety hazards and risks are visible in your business. A good example for your reference is the NHVR's worked example of a risk register. The worked example has been developed using the risk register template. Prior to moving on to step 3, go through the guidance resources in step 2. They will help you put your risk register in place and create a starting out element of your SMS. Step 3. Hazard and incident reporting. A hazard and incident reporting process helps identify where things could go or have gone wrong and where a safety issue has or may arise. Identifying and reporting safety hazards and incidents in your business helps continually inform the other elements of your SMS. As mentioned at the end of step 2, each step in the SMS roadmap will support the one before. This step focuses on the initial processes that help prevent safety incidents recurring. An incident reporting process that is easily understood and used by all staff is important when starting out. It helps the business to be made aware of incidents, including near-miss events, in a timely fashion. Recorded incident details can also be used to identify incident causes and areas for safety improvement. The Incident Reporting Quick Guide describes the type of information that staff and managers should be encouraged to report, such as who was involved, what task was being performed, where and when the incident happened, and any other relevant information about the event. The Incident Report Form template can be used to record safety incidents and possible treatment options. The Incident Report worked example shows you how a populated report might look. Finally, for this step, consider focusing on developing and implementing your formal approach to reporting safety incident. This could include regular education and reinforcement to staff about the importance of the reporting process. This helps create a positive reporting culture and provides a great way for employees to be actively involved in improving safety in the business. A staged approach for this step will help the business focus on hazard reporting to improve your SMS. The actions in this step will take time to develop and implement, particularly when it comes to reading the guidance material, being aware of and understanding your hazards, and having appropriate processes for reporting these. Hazards and incident reporting processes are important safety elements and need appropriate time to make your SMS effective when starting out. Step 4. Management commitment and documentation. A visible and demonstrated commitment to safety by management always underpins an effective SMS in a positive safety culture. It shows staff, customers, and third parties how seriously safety is taken by your business and should be reflected in the way the business operates on a day-to-day basis. While most parties in the heavy vehicle chain of responsibility take safety seriously and have good risk controls in place, many businesses do not take the extra step of documenting them. All of the key elements that form your SMS, including key risk controls, should be documented to help lock in and reinforce critical safety processes. This helps demonstrate that you and others in your business are effectively managing safety risks. When starting out, developing a safety policy is a good way to demonstrate and explain the importance and commitment that managers places on safety in the business. The Management Commitment and Responsibilities Quick Guide outlines what you could include in your business safety policy. The Safety Policy and Responsibilities template sets out a wide choice of safety policy aspects that management could commit to, along with a choice of responsibilities across your business. The Safety Policy and Responsibilities worked example shows the safety aspects and characteristics of a heavy vehicle operation. At this point of your starting out journey, your focus should be on documenting the key elements of your SMS as recommended in each step, such as a risk register, an incident reporting form, or a safety policy. It is important that these are in place and functioning correctly prior to moving further along your journey. Step 5. Internal safety investigations. In Step 3, we introduce you to incident reporting. Once an incident reporting process is in place, you will need a process for investigating safety incidents. Investigating reported safety incidents can help reduce the likelihood of similar events recurring by identifying the causes and contributing factors and exploring opportunities for safety improvements. When starting out, the focus for investigating safety incidents involves two things. First, reinforcing with your staff that there is no blame attached to reporting the incident. This shows staff that it's important to understand what caused the event and what you can all do together to help prevent it from happening again. Second, because you're still building and implementing your SMS, it's suggested to start with an informal and inclusive style investigation. Perhaps undertake a shop floor investigation into the incident. You could stop work at your workplace where the incident occurred for a short period of time to spend time with the affected staff members, including their supervisors or manager. Having an informal and open discussion about what they think caused the incident can help your business connect with staff about safety. Based on outcomes from the informal and open discussion, determine what has caused the incident and what the business should do to prevent it from happening again. Then record those actions and confirm who will implement them. The Continuous Improvement Register template can be used to record improvement actions detailing who will be undertaking them and when they will be completed by. Having an established incident reporting system and having all staff understand how they can impact everyone in the business is a key step when building your SMS. Documenting the conversation and outcome actions can be a paper-based process, but ensuring that staff think about safety is the #1 priority during your starting out journey. Step 6. Safety training and communication. Nearly every business in some way provides education, advice, or training to staff to help keep them safe at work. A focus on the critical safety training requirements in your business will further strengthen and complement the controls in place to reduce the impact of safety risks. Targeted and scheduled safety training and communications are important practices that can assist you in developing and supporting a positive safety culture and sustaining safety in the business. When starting out on your SMS journey, focus on discussing with managers and supervisors what they believe is the key safety training that staff will require over a 12-month period. The risk controls identified within your risk register, as covered in Step 2, will help inform your staff training needs, such as training drivers around fatigue management or training staff to effectively restrain vehicle loads. The Safety Training Calendar template can be used to record each staff member or team's safety training, what is required and when it was completed. It's also good to communicate directly with staff about the importance of having an SMS in place and how they can contribute. The SMS Awareness Training Quick Guide and Safety Promotions and Communications Quick Guide provide suggested communication approaches and examples. Step 7. Safety Performance Monitoring. Safety performance monitoring helps to measure the quality of safety practices in your business and whether they meet the safety objectives that have been set. Establishing safety objectives can help you to understand if your SMS is doing what it's intended to do, identify areas that aren't working well, and make adjustments to improve your SMS. At this stage of your journey, you should concentrate on determining if the elements of your SMS, as described in steps 1 to 6, are now developed, populated, and being implemented. Performance monitoring can involve checking with managers, supervisors, and staff that your implemented SMS elements are understood, accessible by all staff, and being used as designed. Should you determine that some of your SMS processes are still not working as designed, work with your management team and staff to consider new or amended approaches for the affected areas. This can include additional education, training, promotion, more user-friendly documents or guidance, and targeted communications. Consider recording any improvement actions that arise from your performance monitoring on the Continuous Improvement Register template. The template provides the business with a formal record of your planned improvement actions. Step 8. Third-party interactions. Transport activities often involve interactions with third parties who have a shared responsibility for the safe use of a heavy vehicle on a road. A third-party interaction exists where an external party can influence and control the safety of transport activities of your business, even if there isn't a formal agreement in place. When third parties interact, new risks may arise that are beyond the scope of each individual party's existing SMS. Documenting third-party interactions as an integrated component of your SMS helps the business to identify, understand, and manage the shared responsibilities for your business. When starting out, effectively managing third-party interactions helps identify the roles and responsibilities that the third parties have in relation to safety. By identifying these roles and responsibilities, it can help the business and the third party understand each of the safety duty requirements under the chain of responsibility and heavy vehicle national law. After understanding which third-party activities present the highest safety risk to your business activities, you should then seek to understand the procedures and processes the third party uses. A good business practice is to share safety critical procedures that your staff can use with the third party. You and the third party should then be in a good position to be satisfied, or not, with the shared roles and responsibilities of each other. If not, then changes to the procedures should reflect the required needs along with any formal changes to contractual requirements between the parties if needed. Step 9. Continuous improvement and change management. Continuous improvement and change management are important for managing current and emerging safety risks in your business. It is often considered the difference between managing safety and leading safety. When starting out, it can be challenging for a business to consider where it can improve on its safety management and performance. When starting out, it can be challenging for a business to consider where it can improve on its safety management and performance, especially if it has only recently developed and implemented some SMS elements. At this stage of your journey, it's important to ensure that all recommended processes and elements as described in the preceding steps of starting out, such as a risk register or safety training calendar, have been developed and implemented. After completing the starting out journey, you should have the main SMS elements in place. Remember, SMS is about working together to make your business and workplace safer. Thanks for your time, and please stay safe.